Day one.
Yeah, they really have. Coach Grinsberg has his squad, as you mentioned, shooting a high percentage. 44% from three-point range in this tournament. That is incredible. When you look at the other side, Turkey, everybody's wondering how will they respond after the great performance against the United States. Obviously falling short by 1 point in overtime. It was a tough defeat. They lost at the foul line, essentially. But now they got to forget about that and try to take on the Czech Republic team, who are here not just to show up, but to win.
Wow, absolutely. And we saw Coach Radzik after the game really struggling to pick himself up, let alone his team. And he probably had to find something that was going to really get the team on a real high. And he's already got that from Scott Wilbekin being available to start.
Yeah.
And that it just takes one thing. That may be the one thing today. Hey, Scotty started. We're okay. Let's go again. Let's take the performance. It's just set up for a great game.
Sure is. There you see the two games that we will have for you today here in Group B, starting with Czech Republic and Turkey, and then following up with the U.S. and Japan to close the day. There's the standings. It's all there for either the Czech Republic or Turkey, both on 3 points. Winner moves on to the next round with the U.S. in front, potentially holding on to that #1 spot. The fans are ready. We're ready as well. We'll break now for the national anthems, first from the Czech Republic and then from Turkey. Teams now meeting at center court, exchanging pleasantries. As you mentioned, Mark, a game between two European clubs who play different styles of basketball. Turkey so far in this tournament has wanted to pound it inside to the tune of 62% from the paint, 46 points per game in the painted area. And that's, by the way, going up against the U.S. as we take a look at our three officials for this matchup. On the other side, Czech Republic got out and run a bit. Their bench has played really well. And then you mentioned the second chance points is really where they distanced themselves and did a good job of that against Japan in their one win so far.
Well, and that represents, so I think this Czech lineup, as you see this starting lineup, has really built this performance and where they've got to on just sheer hard work. I mean, they've just outworked their opponent every single game. Balvin's been tremendous on the inside. He's the only really out-and-out five-man they have that you will consider a five-man, and this guy has just had a phenomenal performance. Jaromir Morisic came out of the qualifiers as the most productive small forward in the European qualifiers, averaging 17.5 a game, 6 rebounds. And he's not a big-time rebounder in terms of club basketball, but everyone on this Czech lineup has just picked it up defensively. And they've got a real star pulling the strings. So their decision-making is phenomenal, matched by their work rate, and they've shot the ball great. You know, this Turkish lineup, a bit more traditional if you want a European star, with Erdin on the inside. Ilyasova's the star.
Yep.
You know, he's been phenomenal. I think he's playing as well as he's ever played at 32 years old. But it'll be interesting to see how Scott Wilbekin can add to this team as opposed to replacing something. He really should add something, and that will really take some pressure off Mamoudzoglu to bring it down the floor and just shoot the ball. But Ilyasova, as I say, for me, one of the stars of this competition. Been around for so long. 21 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. It's just, I think he's a story of this World Cup so far. If they advance, you know, if Turkey get really deep in this competition, he's up there with every single world star at the moment.
If we had to pick an MVP here from Group E after today's action, it'd be no question. Leading the clubhouse would be Ersan Ilyasova. Been terrific in the game against Japan, guarding and sort of limiting Rui Hachimura in that game and doing it on the offensive end as well, and was phenomenal against Team USA. Big-time buckets, big-time plays throughout the game, and really kept them within striking distance until the crowd got behind them, and they took the USA all the way to the brink of possibly beating them.
Well, it's one of those things, you mentioned it right at the beginning of the cast here. It's how are they going to come out of this? You know, they literally were only had to make one of 4 missed free throws. They're only shooting 50 plus, just over 50% for the competition. Coach Sariska could have been the first coach in Turkish history to beat the United States. He'd have broke a winning streak that's over 20 games in World Cup finals. If they're smart, they'll spend enough time getting rid of it. And then when they come here today, it's about a new day, and that's where I hope they are. And at the end of the day, it's a basketball game. It's about putting the ball in the bucket. And when it comes down to putting the ball in the bucket, no one's done it better from the three-point line than the Czech Republic here in Shanghai. But no one has been as efficient as Turkey. And on the inside, they've been absolutely phenomenal. And I think their balance may just give them the edge. But if they get outworked, the Czech Republic have a real chance of going to the second round.
On the line here, Mark just mentioned, a chance to go to the second round for the Czech Republic. This is their first appearance at a FIBA Basketball World Cup. They got their first victory. They want to build off of that. They don't want to settle with just that accomplishment. On the other side for Turkey, not many people were talking about them heading into this tournament. Well, they've proven to everybody they can compete with some of the best, and now they have expectations to now stand on a podium at some point before this tournament ends. Off we go here from Shanghai, third day of Group E action. The Czech Republic taking on Turkey. Turkey in the white uniforms, Czech Republic in the robe blue. Winner takes all. You win and you move on to the second round. Both teams looking to do so as Osman launches the first three. That's no good, and Balvin pulling down the rebound.
Great defense by the Czech Republic. Took away all the options and chased Osman. Good execution by Turkey. At both ends, the levels high, possession one. No hangover for Turkey, it looked like.
Place for three, no good. Elden gets it over Balvin for the rebound. That's going to be a good battle all evening between Elden and Balvin. The two bigs inside for both Turkey and Czech Republic, respectively. A foul on the perimeter as we take a look at head coach Lindsberg, who has his team here in the World Cup for the first time, led by that man, Thomas Sadaransky, who's really going to have his hands full with Scotty Wilbekin. This is Scotty Wilbekin's first start here in the tournament so far. He did not play at all against Japan in game number 1. and came off the bench against the USA and got hot early. They look inside. Cecilia Silva, he likes this part of the court. The fall away was left short, and Klisch pulls down the rebound. Wojciech, driving baseline, lost it out of bounds.
Well, for a team that's been dominant in terms of its points production on the inside, an Osman 3 and a Liga Selva fall away is not what you'd expect, but the great thing was they were shooting the ball with confidence and shots they wanted to take them. So
Elden gets his man in the air, now goes to work inside, another pump fake and throws it down.
That's more like it. That's more like it. Got himself deep, one-on-one. Tough finish by Odin. That was rolling back the years for him.
It was, really was. Semi Elden, the oldest player on the team at 33 years of age. For a Turkish team, who's the 5th youngest team in this tournament. Balvin inside. Sneaky feed. The return pass no good as Elden had that ball right at his hip. And that's 2 turnovers here for the Czech Republic. They only had 5 against Japan. That is the tournament low so far. They're almost halfway there, minutes into the game. Mambutuku pulls up from the foul line. Left it short, Elden rebound with 3 jerseys around him. Cedi Osman says, let's run something. His first screen from Elden. Osman, got it.
Wow. Turkey really, we thought they might come out a little flat. One of the things they had to do was come out with some intensity, and they really have. That's 2 times now. Great work on the inside by Odin, and this time Osman's got himself going. The one guy who didn't really function at his level against the United States.
Balvin takes a foul line jumper and finally breaks the ice for the Czech Republic. We haven't seen much offense from Balvin. He's done everything else, in fairness to him, but hasn't really looked for his offense, so that's a good sign if you're in the Czech Republic. Osman spinning inside, left-hand layup goes! Klisch got away with a walk. Could have been a goaltend call there, but play goes on. Osman saying slow things down and run a set. Did not have numbers. Good job defensively by the Czech Republic getting back. And Balvin comes up with a good rejection. Uban, nice pass to Klisch.
That's great execution in the break. They got under control. It was so easy for Ruban to just stop and try and fire it up, but they had the advantage numerically. Nice execution, and that's what the Czech Republic has done. As a group, they've worked hard for each other, even in transition like that.
Mutsuglu finds Scotty Wilbekin. Elden was battling inside and wanted the ball, didn't get it. Wilbekin, nice hesitation. The dish, Elden, how did he get his hand to that? Bucket and the foul to go to the line for one more.
And that's a great sign for me. Wilbekin makes the decision in the moment. He got the big man to help in Balvin. And Erdin's great touch, and that's as active as Semir Erdin's been offensively early in games so far. But as we said, it's a more traditional matchup for him going against Balvin and this Czech defense.
Klisch picks up a foul, sees him head to the bench. Patrick Oda comes into the game, number 1 in blue, as Semi Elden goes to the line for 1 free throw. The foul line hasn't been kind to Turkey. They've shot 56% from the foul line as a team. Well, of course, everybody will remember them going 0 for 4 late in the game, leading to the loss against the U.S. But throughout the tournament so far, they haven't been good. Elden knocks it down there. Hopefully that's a sign for the Turks to come.
Well, the fact he went to the line is a great sign for him. You know, he's been active at the start of this game.
Sadaransky got hacked by Elden, and he knew straight away, put his hands up and said, yep, correct call.
And that's a real great example of how Sadaransky has played. Gets into a little gap here, but he'd have had to have forced a shot. So he's looking around, he's drawing help. And you saw right in the right-hand side of the picture, as we see the replay of the dunk from a few plays ago from Erdin, that Rosic float, spotted up on the perimeter. Sadaransky's aware of that. He's looking to, I think they've been a bit kind to give him to the line because he was looking off to pass. but he's always got options. When he penetrates, his teammates know, see the basketball, get your hands up. If I've got a better percentage than here, he's going to find me.
He's played so under control for this Czech Republic team, really been the perfect leader for a team that is playing on the world stage for the first time. Oda comes up with the steal as the Czech Republic shows pressure for the first time, and another foul in the backcourt. This time, Osman Silva picks it up.
I mean, the point you made earlier on, kind of about how will the game and how will it react, I think I wasn't worried about how they would start. I would be worried about how they reacted against adversity in the game. If the Czech Republic get a little bit of momentum going, where will the Turkish team be? And we've got the offensive foul.
Yeah, that's on foul bin with a little hip check that sent Ilyasova to the floor.
How often does Ilyasova come up with a positive stat for his team? He'll take a charge, he'll get an offensive foul, whatever. He's always putting his body on the line, and he just, he made a very dramatic fall, should we say.
It's the foul nonetheless. And possession change, and that's the third turnover now for the Czech Republic. As Wilbekin dribbles. Hands off. Mamutoglu. 7 to shoot. Osman checks the clock, drives inside, and got it to go.
Well, against this type of the Czech defense is pressurizing, but what they've got to make sure they do is help on the ball, because Osman has got to the ring now twice and looks really sharp tonight.
Ruban looks inside. Oda. 2-3 zone for Turkey. Wojciech. One dribble pull and knocks it down. That was a nice in-rhythm jump shot for a guy who can get hot quickly.
Well, you're coming in shooting the percentages, you're going to be confident. You look really confident on that. Nice release.
Wilbekin for 3. In and out. Oda skies for the rebound. Sadaransky. This is Oda. Shows the up fake. Sadaransky uses the Oda screen. Malvin with 10 to shoot. Ruban for 3. Got it.
And again, that's another sign. Ruban's the one guy who struggled from the three-point line, coming in 1 from 7, but he will shoot the ball. Club season-wise, with Nimberg in there, he is not shy at shooting the basketball.
Not at all. He averaged 13 points a game for Nimberg this past campaign. That shot by Mamutoglu no good, and Turkey now facing the first chance for them to see a deficit in this game as Sadaransky Euro-stepped his way in. He got hacked, and that will be 2 free throws on the way for the Czech Republic.
On that occasion, I think the official calls it right. That was no different than the last one. This time they're sending him to the baseline. But that point you made, though, about Ruban in these 13 points a game, a lot of these guys play Basketball Champions League in Europe. They're used to taking responsibility, used to going up against tough guys in pressurized situations. So this lineup, and you add a quality like Sadaransky, you're in great shape.
To add to the NBA players they have, 7 of them play in the Basketball Champions League, as you mentioned, one of them in the Euro League, so they know what they're in for here. Even though this is their first time on the world stage as a country, as Wilbekin floater no good, Ruban pulls it down. Wojciech ahead of everybody. Defense there by Turkey to get back in transition. Wojciech slips it inside. Ruban kisses it off the glass. That's crafty.
I'm sure there are other teams who pass the ball well, etc., but no one's going to share it as well as the Czech Republic. As a team, it's almost their trademark. If someone's in a better spot, I'm giving it up.
4 assists so far in the game on 13 points. Silva, double team, forces it up anyway, no good. Only blue shirts around for the rebound. Wojciech on the push. Pulls up and knocks it down. Four points for Wojciech, 2 of 2 from the field. 2:30 to go here in the first quarter. Winner goes on. Czech Republic and Turkey. Silva's 3, no good. Sadaransky ready to call a set. Wojciech screen. In the quarter, Oda pump fakes, now drives. Silva comes up with a flat-footed block and draws the foul. Oda looks up to the heavens, wondering what happened there.
Well, I was going to say, what a great decision about it. He's not done a great job from the three-point line. It's not what he's paid money to do. So he gets the guy in the air and penetrates, draws some help, then tries to force it over Ilyasova, who's probably the longest guy on the floor. And the guys open on the perimeter, everyone had moved. The worry for Turkey right now is, if there is such a thing as a worry when it comes to Ilyasova's offense, just hasn't got himself going. It's the first game he struggled from the perimeter to find a bucket early. So I'm sure he's going to be fine.
Hasn't affected his defense, and that's one of the most important things here if you're Turkey. That's Osman driving inside. He's been awesome with that left hand all tournament long.
That's tough, isn't it? All the way through, far side of the ring, great angle off the glass, and Osman, well, he's coming back after one of his most disappointing performances, coming out strong.
Melvin. Blake Schild with his first touch. He was red hot against Japan, knocked down 6 3-pointers in that game. Actually was 6 for 6 from the field. As Oda with the tap in to restore the 4-point lead.
They're being the aggressor, aren't they? The Czech Republic. Penetration, drawing defense, taking it strong. Sedorensky being aggressive.
There's Silva. Wojciech all over him. Open is Osman for 3. Indeed! You asked for a bounce-back game. He now has 11 in count.
And Ilyasova felt the double team, knew someone was open, and unfortunately for the Czech Republic, it's Osman who was open.
Sedorensky with 10 on the shot clock. Oda for 3. That's not his game, but he knocks it down.
It's definitely not his game, but when you're that open and the defense flattens off, midway through the shot clock maybe, but you're right. Turkey won't mind him shooting the 3.
Not at all. Average 11 points per game this season for Pistola. Osman for 3, no good. Can't make it 2 in a row. The Czech Republic have an opportunity to hold for the last shot. Here with 8 to play in the first quarter. Wojciech. Watched by Ferdinand Korkmaz, and Korkmaz takes the foul. It's only the 4th team foul for Turkey.
Well, they had the one to give, and there's the replay of the out of 3, which still takes him a long time to release the ball, but they won't mind on that one. But only 3.3 seconds. Korkmaz will take one for they had one to give, so puts a lot of pressure on the Czech Republic on the sideline. You can organize your defenses. They're going to have to run a decent play and make a tough shot.
Plenty of 3-point weapons other than Oda on the floor for the Czech Republic right now as they go small. Got to get it in first. They just do. Inside Oda. Will he get it off? He will. They can't get the roll. It may count as at least Sandlin touched the rim.
It already hit. I think it hit the ring.
They're saying count it,
call it,
but they may review. Yeah, they will. So part of the FIBA Basketball World Cup broadcast, of course, we have 20 cameras here. One of the biggest, I should say, basketball broadcasts in the world. Part of that allows us to mic up the referees, and we'll listen into the conversation when they go to the scores table to find out exactly what they're reviewing and listen, kind of eavesdrop in what they go through the process to make the decision. But at the time being, 20-16 is a score in favor of the Czech Republic at the end of the first quarter. We'll see if that final 2 counts. The call on the floor is good. And they won't even go to the review. They'll just say it's good.
Well, I think one of the things you always talk about, you like to see with the officials, is there's 3 of them. So they get together as a team, talk it through. And we're going to get some highlights of the first half, but talking through that last play, they were all happy. Did he hit the ring? Yes, he did. And that's just one of those crazy situations. There's absolutely no reason to do it.
22-16 the score. The Czech Republic in front here after 1.
Well, I think both coaches, obviously the Czech Republic and Coach Ginsburg is going to be the happier, but Both coaches will be happy with the way their teams have started the game, the way they have actually tried to execute, the Czech Republic in particular, the way they move and they're aggressive. If Turkey don't contain the first penetration, there's no better team here in Shanghai that finds each other once they've got the defense scrambling, once they've got the defense reacting. All 4 other guys move and give the pass person with the ball. I think the Turkish defense has to contain the man with the ball. If they do that, then they're in great shape. At the moment, they're getting turned and chasing the ball.
Second quarter action here in Shanghai. The Czech Republic up 22-16 after the review. The last shot by Patrick Oda counted. The call on the floor wasn't counted. The referees converged and decided to keep the call on the floor. That is why the score is 22-16 at the moment. Take a look at Dush Balbai, number 4 in white, who had a tough time at the line to close the game against Team USA. You always wonder how that affects a player going on in this sort of tournament. The 5 on the floor for the Czech Republic on screen at the moment. As head coach Sharika, he knew he had a great opportunity for Turkey to upset the U.S. for the first time on the world stage. They really missed a bunch of free throws that hurt them. It took them a while to recover, even after the post-game press conference. It felt like the world was on his shoulders at that point.
Well, if Patrika starts to score for the Czech Republic, they're going to be tough because they go deep into the roster and everybody's making a contribution.
Korkmaz, he's been terrific off the bench. The 5 on the floor for Turkey now on your screen. Korkmaz gets his man in the air and knocks down his first 2. I've been really impressed with Furkan Korkmaz. He's played terrific for Turkey, the youngest player on the team at just 22 years of age. Patrika for 3, no good. Oda pulls down the rebound. Slaps Bursan's hands off of him. Tries to go to work, cross-court pass. Patrika with it, 5 to shoot. Crossing over, Pumpola, he'll go to the line for 2.
Again, same problem, you've got to contain the dribble. And the crazy thing is that the Turkish team was able to do it against the United States. Maybe that was more about lack of movement perhaps from the United States in terms of pass options off that penetration, but the Czech Republic is not short of options off the penetration at all. Sadaransky sits.
Important moment for the game here. There was a drop-off when Sadaransky sat in game number 1 against Team USA. That wasn't the case, though, in the game against Japan on match day 2. Can they keep that same energy? They have the lead right now, up 6, as Pumpola misses his first free throw attempt.
It's always point guard by committee when Sadaransky's not on the floor. But already 6 assists for the Czech Republic. They're just so good at moving away from the basketball.
Average 19 per game in the first 2 here in Group E. Korkmaz, Sanley, 5 to shoot for Osman. Surveys the situation, now puts it on the deck. Driving again with that left hand. The floater is no good. Blake Schild pulls it down. Schild played a little point guard without Sadaransky on the floor, and that's what Coach Grinsberg said in a post-game press conference. He trusts Blake Schild handling the rock in those situations. Patrika for 2. That's in and out. What a rebound by Oda. It's been a force on the offensive glass. Schild for 3. Maybe he has cooled off after going 6 for 6 in the last game.
I think in the last game he never really had to. He handled it a bit, but he was so effective coming off the ball. Good look. I mean, it was a good-looking shot, and he was open to take it.
Korkmaz, his 3, no good. Bursan pulls down the offensive rebound. There's Sanley banging down low, and he draws the foul. Well, Sanley's been the perfect big to come off the bench for Turkey. He was terrific against Team USA. Didn't put up a ton of points, but he allowed them to have Ersan Ilyasova take plays off guarding big men that the U.S. had, and also Semi Elden, who got into foul trouble in that game.
Well, it gives Coach Tariska a lot of options when it comes to how the type of lineup he puts on the floor. I mean, for a while there, you know, Ilyasov was back. He's been able to get pretty much 3 minutes plus the quarter break, so that's going to be a great opportunity for him to recover a little bit. The great thing both teams are showing here, just the work rate and the tempo. Every time both of these teams played, the tempo of the game has been great for the crowd, great to watch. Every team's in rhythm. And I think, again, it's this point, I think the Czech Republic has got to keep attacking it, but more importantly for Turkey, they must contain the initial penetration.
Wojciech here. Trika. Shield. 5 to shoot. He has Sanley on it. Shield looking for help. Oda. Floater. Got it.
Wow.
Well, he's come to play, hasn't he?
Well, they're getting some instant offense out of Alder. It's Patrick Alder has just been very, very decisive in everything he's done.
Korkmaz looking to give it to Ilyasov Silva. Instead finds Dushbalbai. Korkmaz did a good job of moving without the basketball and finds himself open for 3.
Well, that's been the feature of this first half, hasn't it? The people away from the basketball engaged with what's happening, becoming logical receivers.
2-3 zone here for Turkey. Wojciech tries to shoot him out of it. That shot too long. And ball playing pinball before it falls to the floor.
The replay of the 3, but one of the options, even though it's almost illogical in many ways, one of the options against a team like Turkey that really shoots the ball well, as long as you've scouted well enough and know where to shoot, put a shape of zone on the floor where you just match up against those spots. Also helps you in terms of taking away those drive lanes if the guys at the back of the zone or away from the basketball really do fill the lane and rotate. It ironically stops it and really does a nice job on matchups.
Saw on screen just a second ago. Assistant coach Jeff Van Gundy from Team USA. We'll see them later on today taking on Japan. They're already through to the next round as Bielsen tips in a 2, and it will have timeout on the floor for the Czech Republic. Group E action. Winner moves on. Mid-second quarter, it's a 2-point game.
We fucked on the last second every time. 9 points in the last second. Now 22 we know, and Chadi, now with Chadi Osman we did good when we go show with him. Okay?
Hey, when it's a 4 inside, we don't need the help from anyone.
Yeah.
Right? Like, when the 4
Yeah.
drives inside, no help from anyone.
Yes.
He's looking at the help for the big guys, not guarding the 4.
Yes, exactly. Now, boxing out, don't let them beat us over there. Okay? Now, zone, move the ball. Play chess, play head, play one, everything okay. Look for penetrate and keep. We got to good situation. More effort on defense. Okay? Aite, come on, let's go.
Well, I was just about to say before that timeout, but Turkey had this spell for one of the few occasions in this World Cup so far. The Czech Republic were getting outworked. And Ginsburg calls it, don't give up on the glass, play till right through to the last second of the shot clock and box out. All those things that have been real trademarks in their first 2 games. And again, emphasizing down the offensive end, whatever we run, look to penetrate, look to be aggressive, look to get them in that situation. Be interested to see if Skriska stays with his own, because it did look as though it had taken away that initial penetration option that the Czech Republic had really exploited and got so much advantage from.
Different look here defensively for Turkey. A little bit of pressure up the floor. 3 ball handlers on the floor, though, for the Czech Republic. And Schill, Ruban, and, of course, Satoransky, who's back in the game. Oda, who started off nicely. Good feed inside to Balvin. Moving along the baseline really nicely in a tough pass inside.
Super moving to get away from the ball. But Turkey allowed that high post, the pass penetration beat them that time. They got turned by the pass penetration into the high post. The weak side just let Alder just flash into that area. No body, no denial, no bump. And you've got Alder, Patrick Alder, not just his points, has been so aggressive, so active early in this game that he's really given them a spark in an area where they've a little struggled in the other games. Whether it's Alder or whether it's Kreese has been in the game, They really needed some output from that spot, and he's given it to them.
0 for 2 from the line on that trip for Balvin. That's going to be something to watch for, folks. The Czech Republic only shooting 61% from the foul line coming into this game. Turkey at 56%. If it's a close game, we'll have to wonder what will happen there as Korkmaz knocks down another 3.
That's back-to-back threes where he got his feet set. Same point, Czech Republic haven't allowed people to get their feet set at all. As Shield just answers. Yeah.
Blake Shield knocks down the 3. That's his first points of the game. Julio Silva in his office. He gets double teamed. Cross-court pass is stolen away. Sadaransky for 3. Got it! Timeout Turkey as Coach Sharishka feeling momentum slip away from his squad. 32-25, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter as we take a look at Sadaransky stepping into a triple.
You know, it's we talked before the game about how would the Turkish team come into this. There's also the issue for the Czech Republic to deal with. But what the great thing for both teams is they've come in and just played it. They've come in and said, that's happened. But one thing the Czech Republic haven't done is changed a thing from the very first tip of this tournament. Can they score in transition? We were worried about them against Japan. Wow, they've come out and scored in transition. Shield makes his 3. Again, the easiest thing for Shield to have done on that one. I've made one, I'm going to come down the floor and make another one. This time, no, he's down the floor. There's someone guarding him. Little drop pass for Sadaransky. This team shares the ball as well as anybody else. They run as 5 as well. There's always options down the floor. They've really been prepared by Coach Ginsberg at all because the steal came off of great preparation. The double team goes to Ilyasova. That's what they've decided to do. The weak side rotation by Shield gives them the steal. Ginsberg has done a great job preparing his team, and he's been totally engaged, and they just execute from the first moment on the floor to the last.
Petrogoda, 9 points, 9 big points to start this game. It's been awesome. For his club team, Pistola, he only averages 11 on the year. 10 to shoot. Turkish crowd trying to get their team energized. They're chanting here. Ball by for 3. No good, and Auda again on the glass. Shield thought about it. Sadaransky. Screen, Balvin. Auda driving. Shield, plenty of time to shoot here. And that ball last touched by Turkey will stay here with 7 on the clock. Turkish supporters trying to egg on their team here, feeling as though they need a defensive stop. Chanting beginning.
Like a mini Istanbul down one end of the floor.
5 to shoot. Sadaransky, that's a 2. He left it short. And Balvin comes up with it as Balbai and Julio Silva didn't realize that it was the same team situation there, and they lose the ball. Balvin, great catch!
That sums up how much they're on the same page, because that's Balvin trying to twist the catch, but a great recognition by Shield. Again, penetration giving this Turkish defense all sorts of problems.
Korkmaz hit the ground hard. Ruban helped him up and patted him on the back. Ursan left it short. Balbai with the offensive rebound. Korkmaz thought about it and finally let it go. He should have just shot originally. He's red hot right now. That's 3 3-pointers in the game for him. He has 11.
But why did he think? Just let it go.
2-3 zone again. Ruban, this is a 3. Can't get it to go. Korkmaz pulls down the rebound. Czech Republic gonna have to get up into him. He's feeling it right now. Sadaransky pounding him. Trap in the corner. Then no one was guarding him, but that's not his range. Now he's open, a little closer in his range. Bielsan with the cut and a turnover. Here comes the Czech Republic. Auda running the floor well. What more can Patrick Auda do today? 11 big points for the Czech Republic. He has a squad up 6.
Wow, 11 and 6 on the game for Alda. Probably sums up this whole Czech Republic effort.
Alden banging with Balvin. Sky hook attempt, no good. And Sadaransky pulls it down. 2:30 to go here in the first half. Winner moves on to the next round. Loser will have to go to the classification round. Everything on the line for both these squads. Schill for 3.
Oh.
That's 2 in a row for him. A moment ago, you heard the Turkish crowd on their feet. Now it's the Czech Republic portion of the audience getting to flex their muscles a little bit. Korkmaz driving, tough layup attempt, no good. Schill slaps down the rebound. Sadaransky. He's fouled by Alden. That's Alden's second foul. Semi was in foul trouble against the U.S. Eventually fouled out in overtime. Let's take a look at Schill coming off the pick. If you're going to go underneath that screen on Blake Schill, he's going to shoot that all day.
Yeah, exactly. That can't be the scout. You can't go under, especially if you give Schill time. You know, if there's a criticism of him, sometimes he just can't. If you make him play a little quick, he doesn't have that feel. And you can't go under the screen. It's just the guy didn't miss from the three-point line the other night. He's now made 2 threes already, and it's going under the screen. That's a breakdown, not a scout.
Oldest player on the team is Blake Schill at 35 years of age. That pass, too tough for Balvin to pull down, and Osman started off hot, dribbling ahead now. Leo Silva, jab step, working on Balvin, driving inside, and really forced the contact that time, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's one of those players, Leo Silva, who hasn't had the touch so far, said to himself, I'm going to the basket regardless of what happens.
For the first time, you know, if we get a look at it, that's the first time the Czech help hasn't come early. Literally, in the previous same situations, the Czech Republic has come so early on the help and to double that they've taken away the opportunity to penetrate for him. And they've rotated away because rebound was late. He's going to draw the contact. It's going to be a foul. Nothing like going to the free throw line to get your rhythm. And you know, at the end of the day, the difference for Turkey today is Ilya Silva's not scored. You know, he hasn't got himself going. Give Ginsberg some credit here again. The double team's the way they're going to deal with it. And for the first time they break down, Ilya Silva makes some play.
That free throw is Ersan Ilya Silva's first points of the game. He has 2 fouls so far. Played just 16 minutes in his first half. I don't know if we gave him too much praise ahead of the game, and that's the performance. But he has really been the MVP of this group. Phenomenal in the first 2 games.
Absolutely right.
Trika looking for help, finds it in Wojciech. Wojciech trying to probe on the 2-3 zone. A lot of dribbling now for Wojciech. Finds Ruban, that's a 2, and he knocks it down. Even when it looks like the offense is breaking down for the Czech Republic, they get bailed out and hit a shot. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Czech Republic up 41-32 as Korkmaz drives. He was bumped. And that's only the 13th foul for the Czech Republic here. It was on the ground, so it will be on the baseline. The shot clock will set back to 14.
Well, they're shooting 57% across the floor, 63-45 in terms of 2s and 3s. A lot of the shots, because they're off penetration, the guy shooting the ball is in rhythm and in space. You've just got to find a way to contain the initial penetration.
Korkmaz has been the go-to guy for Turkey in this game so far. Pulls up, gets fouled, he'll go to the line for 2. But Trika active. And they've called that all group stage long. They've allowed a lot of contact inside, which quite honestly I'm happy with, but they have protected the jump shooter.
Yep.
And we've seen that throughout. Trico, who just checked into the game, will sit back on the bench. Balvin will replace him as Furkan Korkmaz heads to the line for 2 free throws.
Well, they've worked incredibly hard, the Czech Republic, to build this 9-point, which has now become an 8-point advantage with the 1 to come. You know, Balvin going back in and Auda coming back in. They're going to want to go into the half with this type of margin. They've worked too hard to give the Turkish team here 2 quick runs to get it back to a 6 to 7 to 5-point game. Can't say enough great things about Patrick Auda. That's quite possibly his best half of international basketball. That's just, you know, he's got full 11 points, 6 rebounds. He's just been everywhere.
His
effort's been phenomenal.
The delay here is the clock operator was a little trigger happy. We lost some time. We're trying to get it back.
Even the tables picked up the tempo of the game. They got a little bit quick on us.
Foul situation here on now. Both teams in the penalty. Get the thumbs up from the official. And we'll get the inbound here with the Czech Republic. They have an opportunity here for a 2-for-1. We'll see if they take it. Wojciech driving, floater, got it! They'll get 1 possession again, potentially before half. Wojciech with 6. He's perfect from the field. He had a great game against Japan. Went over 20 points in that one. Korkmaz wants it. Inside out then. Bumped by Balvin. Balvin throwing his hands up saying, what did I do? But he kind of stepped towards Elden while he was in the air.
That's a foul. Well, it's the same point. It ends in the air when he steps into him. He's protecting the guy shooting the ball. Yeah, there's a lot of contact before. That's all right, you know, some contact, but his movement there is in the direction of Erden, so it's got to be a foul. And he'll think he's standing up straight. He's going to have to go over me. He just lent him a little bit too much as Erden was on the move.
Timeout on the floor with 10 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Not sure about Arden free throws, okay? He's less than 60%, so box out everyone, okay? Now, if they press, we need to pass the ball quick, okay? With you pass the half court. On half court, you use Arden. On high pick and roll, all right? Next, you go for him, okay? For 100, okay? We space the floor like 5 guys, all right? Him, let's go, come on. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Ginsberg wants the same result as he got the previous possession, but that was just a really bad breakdown for Turkey. They tried to trap it and gave up a little 8-footer to one of the most productive offensive players here in Shanghai, in Jaromir Wojciech, and that gave them this 2-for-1 opportunity. And I think that's really, you know, Turkey's problem has been their inability to contain the basketball for the whole of this first half. And now they're going to have to defend for 10 seconds and hopefully make the throws, and therefore close it to a margin. And they had the momentum going into the half.
We heard Coach Ginsberg giving his team the stats, saying that they're under 60%. They're under 60% for the tournaments coming into this game, but right now they're shooting 33% from the free throw as Elden knocks down the first.
Which is one of those things you can never understand from the sideline. A team that shoots so well from the 2-point range under pressure can't step to the stripe and make the throw. It's one of those real quirks that this game has kept it as a mystery over the years. It's the one stat that just hasn't improved across the years.
1 for 2 from the free throw line. Turkey, pressure shown, just like Coach expected. And Wilbekin last to touch it. They'll stay here with 3.9 to go in the first half. Blake Schill checking in, so Czech Republic, going small. Stanley checks in for Elden. He has 2 fouls, does Elden, so he'll sit to try and prevent the opportunity to get the third. Sadaransky will be the trigger man. Schill. Inside Sadaransky, floater, no good. That's how we'll end the first half. The Czech Republic have come out to play in their first ever appearance here at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. They're trying to move on to the second round. Right now they lead after one. 43-35 over Turkey.
Well, I think the last play summed up that first half. You know, it's quite a simple, get it in, beat someone on a front cut. There are the numbers that are so impressive for the Czech Republic, and if you ignore the free throw numbers, shooting the ball so well from both beyond the arc and from inside. 13 assists is a phenomenal number for them on a half of basketball, and that just sums them up. And all of it has been off the initial penetration and share it. The initial penetration, no one forces it. It's just, it's a joy to watch, you know, from a basketball purist. Share the basketball, take high percentage shots. That's all they're doing. And if you'd have said to someone in this gym, Patrick Alder is going to lead them in scoring in the first half, you'd have been laughed out of the gym. No disrespect to Patrick Alder. You've got Shilb, you've got Sadaransky, and you've got Wojciech on the floor, who've just been consistent. But Alder's not featured. He's just been phenomenal. He's been the guy that sparked him to the 8-point lead.
No question about it. We will leave you with the first half pictures as the Czech Republic in front by 8. A whole half left. The winner moves on to the second round here from Group E.
Points right here for Lionel. Oh, Paolo! With a 360 turn and then a slam dunk.
Paczynski, bounce pass. What a play by Poland. Again, Coach Taylor has to be pleased with the off-ball movement. People don't stand around on this team.
So, with a massive three, surely the dagger in the game. Touch pass, and Mesri throws it down, draws the foul. He'll go to the line for a bonus.
Man, they just did the same thing Puerto Rico did to them.
6 on the shot clock. Here comes Brown. Brown, step back for 3. Oh! Can you believe it? What a 3 from Brown! And with 5 seconds to go, Puerto Rico take the lead.
My parents gave me away, so I had no purpose in this life. Yeah. When you educate a woman, you educate a nation. It's a quote from Nelson Mandela, by the way.
Back we are here, ready for the second half. Winner goes on. Turkey, Czech Republic. Whole half of play here in Group B, both with Shanghai. It is the Oriental Sports Center. Carlin Gay alongside Mark Clark. And Mark, Turkey in that huddle. They see themselves down at the half, trying to get themselves out of a hole. They haven't played up to par, but when you look at it on paper, it's still just an 8-point game.
Oh, I think the 8-point margin is great for the Czech Republic. It's not a decisive margin. Also, the game, you know, are the Czech Republic going to be able to go out and shoot those percentages in the second half? Well, that's really going to be down to what adjustments Turkey make, because they must contain the ball on the penetration. Whether it's via the zone or closeouts are just going to be more effective. Force the ball to the baseline perhaps, because they've allowed middle penetration far too often, which gives the passer so many more options. If they can do this, Turkey, you know their offense is going to kick in. Ilyasova has struggled, but that's because Turkey have double-teamed him. You said quite rightly, and obviously Coach Savitska's listened to you in terms of Kormaz is going to start, and that had to be the case. But they go with Scotty Wilbekin, and he looked like I thought he was going to look when they played against the United States. He looked a little bit off the pace, and he looked a little bit off the pace in this game here.
Start of the second half here underway in Shanghai. Group E action. Czech Republic taking on Turkey. Winner moves on, joining the United States in the second round. And Turkey, of course, in the white uniforms as Scotty Wilbekin knocks down the first shot here in the third quarter. The Czech Republic in the row blue. Carlin Gay alongside Mark Clark here with you all the way through here in Shanghai. You see the 5 on the floor there for the Czech Republic. They've played well to start this game. Turkey, and Furkan Korkmaz specifically, who started the second half, did not start the game, providing the energy that Turkey needed.
Well, they've gone small ball. No Erdin, no Soundly.
Mutuglu for 3. Back-to-back threes from the same spot. And Coach Ufuk Silka gives a bottom 2 half-fives to Mutuglu, who can get red hot in a hurry. 15 big points in the first half of the first game against Japan. It's quiet against the U.S. See if he can get fired back up in this one. Well, they were down 8 to start the half. Turkey now with the opportunity to take the lead. Ilyasova, he'll take the 3. Can't get it to go. And Oda, who had a terrific first half, pulls down his 7th rebound of the game. Saturansky, move on. Sadaransky now, backing his way in. Double comes, slips through some way somehow. Can't get it to go. Oda couldn't vacuum it in. Mahmoutoglu all alone. We're tied at 43, and the Turkish supporters on their feet here in Shanghai.
Well, talked about the 8-point margin. After less than 2 minutes, what 8-point margin? And it's a great adjustment, and the decision they made to deal with the penetration. Let's go small. You know, when you've got athletes like Osman and Furkan Korkmaz, you can go small because those guys are big enough, strong enough, and athletic enough. And they've taken away that advantage that they were getting. They've only had one open look, and they just happened to miss the three to Czech Republic. Everything else has been contested. They've turned it over. They've turned it into points. And they're the team that penetrate. They've had the wide open looks from the corner. That's Coach Goretzka, make a decision. Your players have to implement it, but you have to make that decision first. He went small. He's now tied it up. 8-0 start at the start of the third.
Mele Mahmoutoglu, as you see him there, knocking down the triple of the high fives. And then off the rebound, he was out of there ahead of everybody. And a quick 8-0 run erased. Well, Turkey was down at the half. That's something they feel comfortable doing. They've won 5 of their last 8 games in which they trailed at halftime. As we back here for the second half. Let's see how the Czech Republic responds. Play Shilb into the game. Oda. Shilb for 3. Can't get it to go. Sadaransky. It's actually Wojciech who pulls the rebound right out of Sadaransky's hands and lays it in.
They don't stop working. The one thing they never do is they never stop working.
Wilbekin, tight roping half-court line. He has 10 to shoot. Mahmoutoglu, they want to get it inside to Ilya Silva. Force it into him, and move on. And Ilya Silva will tie it up, and Ruban will be called for the foul. Both players tied it or not there. You see Wojciech with the offensive rebound. They needed to break the ice here in this third.
And again, they trademark it, don't they? That's the trademark. Let's outwork our opponents. So they're struggling. They never stop working. They get their first 2 points just by being the harder working team.
Furkan Korkmaz, I wondered whether or not he'd start the second half with you off the air, and he has to provide sort of that energy, that spark plug. He did provide that. Now they go back to their more traditional lineup with Semi Alden checking in, which allows Valvita to step off the bench. And we're back to old school basketball. 14 on the clock for Turkey. They'll inbound underneath their own basket. Mahmoutoglu comes off the screen. Wilbekin with 10 to shoot. Wilbekin driving. Nice move. And he's asking for the foul. They'll pick up a technical. A little too demonstrative in his arguments towards the referees. It was a strong move. Laid it in nicely, and he's asking whether or not it should have been and one. Here's a replay.
There's no foul.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, there's a little bit of contact, challenge.
Sure.
Didn't get hit with a reach. The reach was just clean, as in it hit nothing. And anyway, the positive is he's got to the basket and scored, made a great decision because Sadaransky tried to overplay and thought he was going to take the screen. He just blew past him, take the 2, just get on with it.
Sadaransky stepped to the line and knocked down the technical free throw, restoring a 1-point lead for the Czech Republic. Back to small ball for Turkey. And they're in the 2-3 zone. Ruban. Ruban driving on Korkmaz. Fall away. Got it. That looked pretty.
How good is it the Czech Republic, you highlight who's going to do the damage, and everybody else is stepping up.
Korkmaz, oh! Burken Korkmaz, how good has he been tonight?
You get a chance to see that one again. He's way up there. Way up there. It's a serious move.
15 and counting. Burken Korkmaz. All of those points coming or adding towards the bench total for Turkey as he started on the bench. Balvin, another tough catch. Well, he had one in the first half. This time in the second half, I wonder if that one was a little tougher.
I think the reaction from the bench tells you it was.
Silva, cross-court pass. It was a dangerous one. Mutuglu's three, no good. Balvin pulls it down. Although Turkey has gone small, Balvin trying to stay on the court with some good play. Oda driving, spinning, footwork, and got it to go. He is feeling it. You wondered if it was the best half he's ever played on an international level. See if he can follow that up here in the second half. He has 13. He had 10 total points coming into this game. He's already exceeded that. We're not even a third of the way through. Look at that move. It's a live action. Mutuglu will be watched by Ruban. Silva has been silent all afternoon. 3 to shoot. Osman fouled and bailed out. He'll take 3 shots. That's the first mistake Patrick Oda has made all night long, and a terrible one to make. Sending Cedi Osman to the line for 3.
Yeah, you're going to look at it, and he's in the air, and Osman's in the air, and you make the point in the first half. That's one of the things the referees have been very consistent about. If Alda's crazy enough to get in there, even though it's a prayer and everything else, it's the same call. It's a good decision by the official. And Alda's probably loving it in the moment. He's just got to stay within that space he was in the first half. And that was the chance to re-establish the 8-point lead. Now this is a chance for Osman to drag it back to just a 2-point game. Where is Ilyasova at the moment? It's the 3 passed up on the last possession. He's been taken in the first 2 games without even thinking about it. And at the moment, the difference is players that haven't really contributed points-wise in the first 2 games for the Czech Republic are stepping up, where there's a gap in that the Turkish lineup for people filling in for Ilyasova.
Osman makes all 3 free throws. Ersan Ilyasova with just 2 points in the game. That's a good sign, though, for Turkey as Osman went to the line and knocked all 3 of them down. Of course, we remember, Balvin above everybody and punches it home.
The Balvin show, Alda's show. That's not the way it's supposed to be, but what a performance by Balvin. Above the ring, taking difficult catches.
Front court of the Czech Republic has showed up in a must-win game. Win and move on. Mutuglu, no good. Vacuumed in by Auda. He's on his way to a double-double. That's his 8th rebound. Move on. Probing. Fadeaway's good. And a fist pump. He's feeling it. Every time Turkey tries to punch, Czech Republic had an answer and a counter punch of their own. Mutuglu. He loves the corner, doesn't he?
Toe-to-toe time, isn't it? Toe-to-toe time. Both teams. This is as well as the Czech Republic have played in an international tournament.
It's their first time here, and Patrick Auda, speaking of playing well. It's the first time here for the Czech Republic. They picked up their first win. They were happy about that against Japan. They don't want to settle for it, though. Ilyasova left it short. Still, his struggles continue. Saturansky hasn't had to score too much. Now driving. That basket will not count. The foul was before the pass-off. Scotty Wilbekin picks it up. And he was close to a unsportsmanlike. And there you see Balvin's last alley-oop. You made a point in the first half. The movement off of the ball has been terrific for the Czech Republic, and Turkey hasn't figured it out yet.
And they're still getting beaten on the first penetration, and they get another one.
Here it is off the inbound. A backdoor cut. Ruban with an easy two.
That just doesn't happen to him. That's not supposed to happen here at all.
7-point game for the Czech Republic. Korkmaz open for three. He's left it short. And Auda vacuums in another rebound. One away from a double-double for him. You feel momentum now pulsing in favor of the Czech Republic. Inside, Balvin punching it home. Timeout, Turkey. The Czech Republic, the first time they're here at the FIBA Basketball World Cup, and they're trying to make the best of it. Balvin inside for two, the hammer. It's a 9-point game here in the third quarter.
Oh, Coach, they've just got to stay with this right now. The Czech Republic cannot play any better than this. And the only way to take them out of this is at the defensive end. You have to. As you see the bench scoring 23 points for the Czech Republic. Between Balvin and Auda, 25 points between the front line. That is not a stat that anyone comes out here with a scouting report and says, hey, got to contain the big guys on the inside. Can they maintain it? The only way that the Turkey are going to get back in this, forget the offensive end at this moment. They have to get down, they have to contain the dribble, and they have to play defense away from the ball. But if you contain it on the ball, that situation becomes a lot easier. They cannot doubt themselves right now. And all the things you said in the first half, how are they going to come out of that USA game? This is where we really find out. Has that, you know, that basic confidence, that intrinsic stuff, is that going to have been lost in that moment against the United States? You see Balvin there, averages 7, he's already got 10. You know, he's 8 rebounds. Yes, he's a good player. He played EuroLeague basketball in the last season, but he's not a guy you come here talking about. You talk about Salaransky, but Auda's not a guy you come here talking about. You talk about Shilb and they're not missing. It's the Czech Republic. It's the word team. That's what sums them up.
Playing terrific team basketball. They've done so the entire Group E. After the great performance for Turkey against the United States, had everyone talking, wondering if maybe they can get deep into this tournament. They're in jeopardy of not even making the second round, really on the ropes, as the Czech Republic have come to play. Korkmaz for three as the shot clock expires, no good. And another great defensive possession by the team in blue. And you're hearing the crowd now gain momentum.
So important to get that stop coming out of the timeout. Saricka called the play. They just defended it. They were down low.
Oh! Balvin up top again! You might have to check the rim. Denting the iron. The lead is 11. Czech Republic in a zone of their own. Mamutoglu trying to slice it. Balvin says, get it out. And it banged off the back of Mamutoglu. Out of bounds. We're going the other way. How good has he been?
12 and 9, and now a block. I mean, this is career nighttime for Balvin.
It's been terrific. Shield. Move on. Shield looking for help. They give it inside. Auda. Auda with 7 to shoot. Balvin shows the up fake. Auda gets it up at the rim. Can't get it to go. Finally, Turkey getting the defensive stop that they needed. Let's see if they can get it done on the offensive end now with 1:35 to play in the third quarter. Shield read that play, but he was just a little too slow in getting it.
Oh, it's just, again, effort play by the Czech Republic. The deflection, one of those stats that, you know, coaches love to take. You know, how many deflections have we got? How many times have we been in the lane and forced them to make a second cut? All those numbers will favor the Czech Republic right now.
Anyone that was a neutral fan here, Oriental Sports Center in Shanghai, has now become a fan of a team in blue. The underdogs rocking the house right now. Blue trying to shoot his team back into it. Another three-pointer for him. Sadaransky, they find Ruban, slip through his hands, and a turnover here for the Czech Republic. Sonny Silva has been quiet. Let's see if Osman puts a team on his back, knocks down a three, and looks at his bench and says, come on, guys, let's go. Game's not over. Still plenty of time left. New response now for Czech Republic. Sadaransky inside, Balvin, and the foul! He's fired up. Number 12 in blue on your screen is a bad man. The emotion that only comes with the World Game. You see it right there.
Same thing, penetration, movement away from the basketball.
Play.
It's still only a 7-point game. The Czech Republic can't play any better. But with the two back-to-back threes, Turkey is still here.
Awesome. Tuncher on the floor now for Turkey. It's Korkmaz. The floater over Balvin, and he'll go to the line for two. And the one thing that Balvin can't afford to do is now get into foul trouble. He's played terrific.
That'll be his third team. That'll be his third personal.
He is 14 and 9. And as you said, Mark, his third personal foul. And he'll head to the bench. 22 seconds here in the third quarter. Rumperla will come in for him. And a nice hand here from the crowd for the effort from that man right there.
While Korkmaz is on the free throw line, you can go through that Turkish prep. These guys shoot the ball really well. Let's get out and chase them off the three-point line. Well, they've done that, but they just haven't worked out how to rotate, where to rotate to, and the Czechs have just shared it so well. But you've still got to be ready for it. You've still got to finish the play. Alda and Balvin with 15 and 14 between them. Ruban with 13. It's the 3, 4, and 5 spots, amazingly, that is doing it for the Czech Republic.
1 and 2 from the line for Arkan Korkmaz. Gets the lead back down to 6. And foul to give there. As Tuncher takes it. 12 on the clock here in the third.
It's one of those things that especially European teams will almost do out of, well, we've got a foul because we've got one to give. Like, they're outside the three-point line going nowhere. The defense is set. It's almost you could have waited and used it much later in the shot clock. And that would have given, obviously, the Czech Republic a lot less time to run something out of bounds and get a good one to finish.
Big Schill, number 11 in blue, checking in for the Czech Republic. He's a three-point specialist. See if they get him open for a look. Sadaransky, what a block by Balbe. Can they get a look? Tuncher will be good if it goes, just missed. That's how we'll end the third quarter. Well, the Czech Republic have momentum. Turkey punched back with a bunch of three-pointers. It's a 6-point game. A ticket to the second round on the line here in Shanghai.
But Czech Republic numbers again, 69 and 38. They've pulled a little from the three-point line. But it's still the same problem. If you're going to chase them off the three-point line, you've got to know how you're going to rotate. You want to know where you're going to force them. You know, as we see the start, because at the start of that third quarter, Turkey came out and went bang, 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 tied the game. So what? You didn't change what you were doing to the Czech Republic. The problem was still the same. The challenge was still the same for Turkey. You just got to love the way the Czech Republic have shared the ball. hate the way Turkey have rotated. That's fine, but they've still got to make the decision. They've still got to get the man. And if you, as we'd have said, if you'd have said the 3 guys in double figures were going to be Alda and Ruban and Balvin before the game, that's not the scout report at all. What it is the decision making of Sadaransky, the decision making of the whole Czech Republic lineup.
All the credit in the world to the Czech Republic for 3 quarters so far. They have outplayed Turkey. That's why they enjoy a 6-point lead. But on the other side of things, if you're Turkey, you're looking at it like it's only a 6-point game. We haven't played our best basketball, and our best player stuck on 2 points in terms of Osman Silva.
And it's, and the Turkish lineup is now finding people to almost absorb the Ilyasova problem. Because Osman's having his best night in World Cup basketball, World Cup finals basketball. And it's most coaches in this situation. Ilyasova is your best player. You are going to go back and trust him. And that's where, when does Saricki go back to him? When does he trust him to be the player we all know he is?
Start of the 4th quarter here, 6-point game. The Czech Republic in front in their first ever appearance at the World Cup. A win sends them to the 2nd round. Turkey trying to battle back and join the United States. Moving on from Group E. Carlin Gay alongside Mark Clark. You see the 5 on the floor right now on your screen for the Czech Republic. Ursan Ilyasova, the big story right now, stuck on 2 points. He's sitting on the bench as his team tries to battle back in this game. Semi Elden driving. Foul called on Balvin. That is his 4th personal foul, and he's been terrific all game long. 14 points, 9 rebounds.
And they have no rotation for it at all. In turn, they have other players, but they're going to change the shape of everything they do when he's off the floor.
They actually, on the official scores sheet that we're looking at right now, had given the foul to Sadaransky. So that's Sadaransky's 2nd foul. As Osman knocks down a 3, Balvin still with 3 fouls in the game.
Well, he continues to build his career night in World Cup basketball. That's 20. And there's a great example that they did a better job at containing the dribble so that man Kormaz could stay in the lane. He doesn't want to jump off his guy. Gets a hand in the lane. That's got to be the key. The key starts and finishes with their on-ball defense.
As you mentioned, 20 big points for Cedi Osman. It is a career high here at the FIBA Basketball World Cup for him. Sadaransky had it slapped out of his hands. He still got it back. Wojciech, they need this, and they get it. Boy, they've had an answer for every question.
Absolutely. It's the 4th guy in double digits for the Czech.
Tucher. Mamutoglu in his office.
Just put it in the book when he catches it there.
4 3-pointers, all of them have come from the corner. Wojciech, Balvin. Got away with a walk as he found Sadaransky. Sadaransky probing. This is Wojciech, 2 to shoot. And a foul underneath is going to be on Semi Alden, away from the basketball. Here it is on the replay. They have allowed a lot of contact down low, but this is maybe a little too much.
The pressure that Tunche was playing on, as we see the replay at the 3 from Mamutoglu, it was pointless at the half, don't forget. He's calm in the 2nd half. You don't need to be trying to steal it from Sadaransky at the halfway line. It just creates a problem for your defense in the half court. You want to go further up, yeah, fine, but you're all of a sudden chasing, and the Turkish team has had problems in recovering defensively every time they get beat at the ball.
Semi Erden now stuck with 4 fouls. He fouled out against Team USA late in overtime, and that changed the game for Turkey. Another 3. It's raining 3s here in the 4th quarter. That one from Buban. He has 16 and counting. Foul a little too aggressive is Sadaransky tried to come over that screen and nailed, or Dan in the stomach.
That's the third foul for Sadaransky. He's too smart for it to become a problem. It's also not really where, from the point, it's not really where Turkey hurt you, so Sadaransky should be more than capable of controlling things in terms of the foul count.
Korkmaz trying to get his guy in the air. That was great defense by Ruban staying down. And another rebound by Balvin.
That's the double-double for Balvin.
Osman picks up the foul on the open floor to slow things down. I think they're discussing here whether or not it is a unsportsmanlike foul and whether or not we need to go to the review. And we will. Double-double there for Andres Balvin. Both teams will wait this review and we'll listen into the referee, who's Mike Duffers.
This one.
Yes, this one. Go again. Go back.
About that one.
This one.
That's the best angle. It's on the front.
Yes.
And there's a foul.
Normal.
In my opinion, this is normal.
Normal movement.
Legal
Yes.
guarding. Hands.
Now, hands.
Or how about
One more.
C1?
No.
Can you check it? This is C1.
Now. C1.
C1.
Wait again.
Yeah.
Look.
This is not C3. This is C1.
C1. Okay, he's
Okay.
trying, but now he's scoring.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
number 6. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't want to preempt, but the key for me is where Sedi Osman is looking as well.
Yeah.
He's already gone past him. He's not looking at the basketball. He's like, I've got to stop. And for me, it's one of the things I think this rule does a really good job at, because the crowd are here to see, if they can. Look at the way the Czech Republic played in transition. It's just we want to play half court. Mate, you've got to make a genuine attempt.
Yeah. In the NBA, Cedi Osman would get away with that all day
Oh,
long.
yeah.
Not here. And of course, the rule, for those who don't understand it, Mark, break it down for us.
Well, basically it comes down to, is it actually a genuine action to play the ball? And you heard the coding that the officials were giving it. We won't get into that too much, but is it a normal action to actually try and make a basketball attempt, a basketball action? And you saw Osman's looking down the floor and he just lets his arm hit the player's stomach. That's not an action for the ball.
Balvin on the tap in. He's been so aggressive. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Active, aggressive, energy. Andres Balvin. Double-double on the night for him.
Gets inside position. It's that activity, it's the working hard as the ball, you know the ball's going to be released, so you're working for position. And the Czech, well, it's not just their performance here against the Czech Republic. They've done that to every team they've played against.
First free throw good for Andres Balvin.
Going back to the unsportsmanlike, the Czech Republic now make full use of that situation. They've gone and didn't make the second free throw. But they've really, that will stop players doing that type of foul.
Well, this is the Czech Republic's first appearance in a FIBA Basketball World Cup, meaning that they get a lot of new things in the record book. Andres Balvin, the first ever Czech to record a double-double here at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. This man has been quiet. Let's see if he gets going here. No foul called on that attempt. The Czech running the other way. Ruban sets his feet, pulls the trigger. Got it. Wojciech Ruban knocks down the 2, leads to a Turkey timeout. And the Czech Republic are 6:45 away from an opportunity to move on to the second round here at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Fist bumps all around for the team in blue. Timeout on the floor.
Oh, Wojciech Ruban, 18 points. He's just, again, he's ignited. He's been active in transition. But again, the closeout came. It was a flyby. penetrate into the gap, get a shot you love to take, get a shot you practice day in, day out. Close him out, keep him in front of you. And there's a picture that tells you where this team is. But more, let's talk about Ilyasova for a moment. Earlier in the tournament, that was a three-point attempt he would have taken.
Right.
I'm open, I'm on the three-point line, I'm going to shoot it. Second-guessed himself. And even the best, even the most experienced players will succumb to the pressure of a World Cup. And Ilyasova's got to remember, he should remember, I'm this player, I'll do this. I'm the same player that was playing 2 games in a row and scoring my best back-to-back performances in my international career. Shoot the ball, that's what you do, carry on doing it. If he doesn't come to play, they don't win the game. There's 6:45 to go, plenty of time. They've been down by more than 11 and come all the way back, so there's more than enough time. Got to believe in yourself right now.
Wojciech Ruban, 18 big points in this game. He has provided an offensive spark that many didn't see coming, and as the Czech Republic steps away from going to the second round, they will join Team USA out of Group E with a victory. Can Turkey respond? Mamutoglu was held. Let's see if it's on Satoransky or Balvin. Satoransky told Balvin, better raise her hand. That would have been my fourth.
It's your fourth or my fourth. It's yours. This is going to force the Czech, because the great thing for me is that Ginsburg resisted the temptation to go, well, Turkey have gone small, so I'll go small. Let's give Turkey the problem by leaving Balvin out now. He's got to take him and sit him down. Out has been tremendous. He's got to be tremendous for 6 minutes right now.
Mamutoglu, they look to get it inside. Ilya with Wojciech on his back. Right to the rim. He gets to the foul line for 2 free throws. Let's see if that gets him going.
And we've seen that play a lot. We saw it in the 2 games early here in the competition where they'd run a little ball screen, get a mismatch and go to him. Earlier in the tournament, he's been just so much more decisive. He's got a shot he wanted. Now he's just got to get himself going from the line.
All of his points have come from the foul line as he knocks down his first. He's 3 on the night. He's 0 for 6 from the floor. He has never finished a World Cup basketball game without making a single field goal. Second free throw was good. Some time ticked off the clock. Again, the clock operator a little trigger happy. We'll get that adjusted and then continue play.
Hey, you forget, these guys on the table, it's a big pressure moment for them. They don't want to do anything. They're under the pressure too. They're all right, thumbs up from them. Single digits is always a great psychological thing. If you're in single digits, you know you're managing it, you know you're back in the game. They just need a couple of stops to be right back now.
Power lineup, so to speak, on the floor for Turkey now. See if they can get a stop here. Wojciech for 3. No good. And Korkmaz pulls it down.
Osman did a great job closing out. Super job, and not fouling.
Osman with a career high in this game. Ilya backing in again. Ruban trying to defend. Ilya falling to the floor, throws it up, can't get it to go. Just hasn't looked like himself today.
And you got to credit Ginsburg in the double team, which took him out of his rhythm early. He's just never been able to get back in it. Even then, he was looking for the double team.
Ruban inside, Auda. Smaller, Korkmaz on him. He'll bang. Twisting away, fall away, no good. Wilbekin pulls it down. Turkey trying to run. Korkmaz to the corner. Mamutoglu for 3. In and out. Czech Republic the other way. Satoransky. Wojciech. And he's fouled by Cedi Osman. 4th team foul there for Turkey. The next one puts them over the limit.
Again, why foul? Because you've closed out. Your teammates actually containing the penetration. You don't need to make it happen right there and then. You've done a decent job. You're back in transition. You've contained the penetration. You don't need anything else right there.
That's Osman's 2nd foul. Interesting moment here. Sadaransky will sing with 5:08 to play in the game. Coca-Cola will check in. We'll see Blake Schill probably run the offense for the Czech Republic. How long can they allow him to do that, though? That Schill inside with a nice move gets it to go.
A little bit of education provided the way he just got space on the out of bounds. Nice finish, but the angle he created to the inbounder, superb.
Back to a double-digit lead. Wilbekin, tough layup attempt, no good. Look at Ruban rising over Ilyasova to secure the rebound.
I don't know if Turkey have the emotion to come back here. I don't know if they have that. 2 games running, they've been in tough ones.
Schill, fall away, in and out. Cedi Osman, who has 20 points, a career high at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Looking for more, driving, he's blocked, but hacked by Ruban, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Turkey have now got to go to that well one more time, emotionally, physical effort. They've got 4.5 minutes, otherwise they're done, they're into classification. I don't know what they've got left in the tank. The Czech Republic have just been relentless in their execution of what Ginsberg has asked them to do, both ends of the floor. And you can see it there, look, it's the emotion and the physical pressure and effort. It's going to be a monumental effort. There's enough time, but it's going to be a monumental effort. Osman knocks down the first free throw. This to bring it to single digits.
It's that one possession stuff at a time, is it? Score, get a stop. Get yourself into a positive. It's got to come, it's got to start at that on-ball defense, though. They really have to force them to take a challenge shot.
Back down to 9. Pressure shown. They get the turnover. Ushbalba picks it up. Mamutoglu.
Sadaransky has to come back, surely.
Sitting near the scorer's table, waiting to come in. Mamutoglu for 3. In and out again. His last 2 3-pointers were halfway down. It popped out. Blake Schill. Hands it off. Wojciech gives it right back to Schill. Ushbalba right in the chest of Schill. And a foul by Ushbalba behind the play on Patrick Olga. That will put the Czech Republic to the line for 2. Well, the one thing that the Czech Republic haven't done well so far is shoot free throws. Knock down the first attempt here from a guy who normally, watching him at the foul line, is an absolute adventure. He restores a double-digit lead here. 54% from the foul line as a team. Before that free throw, they missed the second. Now drop down to 50% from the line. Is that a factor going down the stretch? It's Osman. Semi Yalden is fouled and will go to the line for 2 free throws.
They don't need to give him anything easy. It's going to be tough now, regardless of anything that happens. It's going to be incredibly tough for Turkey to pull this one out. You don't need to stop the clock and send them to the free throw line.
Semi Yalden will toe the line. Turkey has done a much better job tonight at shooting free throws. They're 83% from the foul line. First one from Semi Yalden, softly drops.
Well, he's 100% so far on the night. The big man needs to make the throws. He's got to make these, and they need to stop. The trouble is, I don't know where they go for the stop now at the moment. It's Sadaransky's back on the floor, and he's just going to have to get down and stay at home and play great one-on-one defense to start with.
Ushbalba is guarding Thomas Sadaransky. Cedi Osman extending the defense. for Turkey. 10 on the shot clock. Blake Schild has Erden on it. Satoransky drives. Floater, no good. And Hugo Silva pulls down the rebound, and he's fouled by Patrick Auda.
Again, it's that discipline in this moment. You're 8 up. He's just going to walk the floor now and give them another chance to make it a 6-point game, which is only a 2-possession game.
That will bring Balvin back into the game, and he has 4 fouls. That foul by Auda was his 4th. We're now getting down to biting your nails time for both teams. 80-72, a trip to the second round on the line with 3:11 to go in the game.
We can't stop playing on offense, only pick and roll, okay? Okay? So let's go 1 time 3, okay? Move them, all right? Move them. Oh, after that motion side, we need to move, okay? We need to move them. Defense, don't fret about your foul, but be there, okay? Let's go, come on.
The one thing that Turkey could look at here is, you know, going offense and defense in terms of rotation, because Semir Erden's not going to give him anything defensively. Now, okay, that may give him an issue with Balvin in the game, but that's why that's one of the options that Coach Juritzka can look at, because he's got Korkmaz on the bench at the moment. He could bring him in defensively. He will be more active. The way Balvin's playing, they can just throw it up there.
He's been high above the rim all game long, caught a couple alley-oops, made some beautiful catches. It's some tough passes.
Ilyasova can match up. That's the thing they can go to, which they have gone to. They've gone to the smaller line. Ilyasova will take Balvin, which he's more than capable of doing. But first of all, he's got to knock these down.
All of his points, 5 in the game now, have come from the free throw line. Hasn't been himself tonight, but he has 3:11 to make that up. Turkey have given themselves a chance. It's a 6-point game. A lot of pressure on both teams. Try and move on to the second round. Move on. Defense there by Turkey to stop the initial attack. Still have 12 on the shot clock to play. Balvin. Joey Silva content to play off of him and let him stand out there in no man's land. Satoransky, they toss it up to Balvin, just like you said. Throw it up there, he'll go get it. 17 and counting.
Wow. Oh, wow.
2:35 remaining in the game. Czech supporters now making some noise.
They've got to go quicker than this.
Korkmaz, cross-court pass. Ushbalbai for 3, in and out. Satoransky pulls it down and says, slow it down. Osman extends the defense. Crossover Satoransky, he drives to the 10. Kick out, Ruban for 3. In and out, Blake Schild with the tap. No good. Oh, Ruban gets to the ball first. He'll drive, kicks it out, and a steal by Korkmaz. 2 minutes to play in the game. Turkey needs scores, and they need them quick. Who steps up for Turkey? Cedi Osman using the Ilyasova screen for 3. No good. Satoransky with the rebound. Time is of the essence for Turkey, and a foul in the backcourt by Furkan Korkmaz. We see the Balvin replay. He's been doing that all night, folks. Timeout on the floor as you take a look at the bench reaction. That team up 82. Turkey 74 with a minute 40 to play. Timeout.
Well, interesting decision to take the timeout before the throws. Obviously, if they miss the throws, it's not an issue, you know. But you could have advanced it all the way to the front court with only 14. Would have extended the last minute 40. So perhaps Coach Grishka wants to do, we're going to run the full court with it, we're going to do this, and then we're going to get up the floor. We're going to have to go quick, though. He's going to have to go quick. Maybe he wants to go quick with the whole floor to create the opportunity to get a penetration, as opposed to going to the half where the Czech defense is already set. But still, it's an interesting decision. What's not interesting is just phenomenal, and it's just the performance of Balvin. When they've needed him, more than anybody else, when they've needed him against any of the little runs, when they've needed him deep in the shot clock, he's come through. And again, but how great is Satoransky at just leading this team and making great decisions? This has been a game won by the decisions the Czech team has made on offense as much as anything else, and just they're backed up by their sheer effort. 1:40 to go, still enough time, you know, but it's a huge ask for Turkey right now.
Double-double, 17 points, 11 rebounds, the first double-double in Czech Republic history here at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. The man at the line, Tomáš Satoransky, has played terrific as he knocks down the first free throw. That's only his 9th point, but if he hits this, he'll be another player in double figures for Turkey. He has 7 assists. In all 3 games here in Group E, he's had at least 5 assists. He's opened a lot of eyes here in Shanghai in the first 3 games of this tournament. 10-point game. Ilya Silva still 0 from the field. Osman missed a point-blank layup, and he absolutely dropped his head as soon as that happened. Is there going to be enough time for Turkey to come back here? They spread the floor through the Czech Republic. Move on. Can't foul now, can you? That was too easy. Wojciech. Hands in the air for the team in blue. 12-point game. Osman! Slamming one home. Minute to play. Ruban. It's Wojciech. Foul by Osman, and that might be intentional again.
It'd be interesting to see what the officials done, but if it had been in stance and made a genuine attempt to try and steal it, they wouldn't be going to the table right now, if they are going to the table. And they are, so we get another opportunity to listen to the interpretation.
Like foul. So here, opposite.
Can we see number 5?
Here, look.
Same thing for me.
Opposite.
And you see the difference if he had been in stance and he tried to step across to steal it, even though he knew he would foul.
Show us full speed.
Yes.
And a little bit earlier.
This is more egregious than the last one.
Again?
So we have
Access.
the contact is on the neck.
On the neck.
The contact is on the neck.
It's hard.
It's a hard contact. So number 6 is a sportsmanlike foul, criteria C2.
Yes.
Yes. And the shooter is number 17.
Okay. Unsportsmanlike number 6. You go show unsportsmanlike number 17. Number 6. Yes.
You hear the eruption as the crowd here finds out that it is an unsportsmanlike foul. Wojciech will go to the line. That's Cedi Osman, who will go to the bench. He has 24 points. That is a career high at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Obviously, not the way he wanted to end this night. He's ejected, and it is not only an unsportsmanlike foul, but an egregious foul. You heard the ref say C2.
Over the top.
Over the top on the neck.
Again, if he'd have been in stance, underneath the arm, trying to make a reach, even though it would have been a tough ask, unlikely to have been called. And again, where was he looking? What was he looking at? What was he trying to do?
Wojciech hit the first and the second. What a story this is for the Czech Republic. The first time ever they arrived to the World Cup. They get their first win against Japan. No one picked them to come out of this group, and they're on the cusp of doing so, beating a power in Europe and Turkey, who have been here before, who have played in a World Cup final before. The Czech Republic are going to be a team where Cinderella might still have that slipper on by the time we get to the quarterfinals. Ilya Silva, still no field goals and he'll get the technical foul for simulating a flop. All going wrong now for Turkey. Well, I wondered, leading into this game, we talked about it on the bus ride over. I asked the question, can Turkey get back off of that loss to the United States that was so emotional for them? They had the game in their hands, they 0 for 4 from the free throw line and lose it within a blink of an eye, and they played terrific in that game. And then a day later, they got to get back up and play a very meaningful game against this Czech Republic team who just played basketball the right way, led by that guy who's coming out of the game. And the question was, can they do it? The answer is no.
See, and that's, we made the point, you made it absolutely correctly throughout the game. They've been put under pressure and they couldn't come up. Emotionally, couldn't deal with it again. And they haven't played badly, Turkey. Ilyasova's not brought the game he's brought for the last 2 days, two games. Turkey haven't played badly. The Czech Republic have played amazingly well. Contributions from everybody.
Crowd here supporting Czech Republic are chanting, rightfully so. They've made the long trip here to Shanghai, and you see the bench at the top of your screen celebrating. What a great feeling as Konprala lays it in. Won't get a shot here, hugs all around. What a moment this is at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. This is what you don't get anywhere else. Here at the World Game, the Czech Republic with a big-time victory in their first ever appearance here at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. They are moving on outside of Group E. 91-76, they defeat Turkey. Amazing scenes here in Shanghai, Mark.
Well, we're going to get to look at numbers in a minute. But the only thing they're going to show is that this sport is played by teams. We talk about superstars across the place, across teams. But this team epitomizes this sport as well as anybody else. Contributions across the roster. 5 guys in double digits. And it doesn't bother them who gets them, because Auda, Balvin, and Ruban tonight have been phenomenal. Sadorensky orchestrates them. Ginsburg does a good job. The whole support staff have done a tremendous job, because this team came here and they know how to play tournament basketball, and they have delivered a first stage. That's all it is for them, a first stage. They're in the second round. Who knows where the journey ends for the Czech Republic and those fans.
What a great story. 8 of these players played at the 2017 Eurobasket. All 12 of them at one point or another helped this team qualify for their first ever World Cup. They get to reap the benefits. They are moving on outside of Group B. There's the numbers you talked about. 41% from the three-point line. Every one of those threes that they made, open threes because they shared the ball. And that sums them up. They out-rebounded Turkey 41-26. Every number that talks about how hard you work favors the Czech Republic. And you can see the reactions of the players here. I'm not sure they believe it. You've got the leading scorers of Ruban, Balvin, and Auda. That sums up this team. But those 3 guys in the most important game in the history of Czech basketball, the guys that sum up the Czech Republic, lead them in scoring. Absolutely phenomenal performance. Every other country, anywhere in the world, watch and learn. Because you don't need superstars. You need a real belief in playing for your national team and an acceptance of role. And they have this better than any team, or as good as any team, because other teams have the same stuff anywhere. Tremendous. And Ginsburg as a coach, phenomenal performance in preparation. Congratulations to the Czech Republic. They are moving on out of Group E. What a moment. This is what the FIBA Basketball World Cup brings you as we take a look at some of the highlights. Great plays from this game. It really was played at a high level. Balvin, of course, will be the player of the game. 16 points, 9 rebounds from Patrick Oda. Was close to being the player of the game. But you got to give it to Balvin. He had 17 and 11 tonight. The first ever double-double at the World Cup for the Czech Republic.
And let's not forget the block.
Yeah.
You know, Balvin above the ring is not how he's normally described. But tonight, where didn't he help this team?
They move on alongside Team USA. Did anyone see this coming? I can't say that I did. Oh, that's the fun of the FIBA Basketball World Cup. For Mark Clark, I'm Carlin Gay. We'll leave you with the pictures now and be back later on today from Shanghai with Team USA taking on Japan.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's first game is over. Please enter the stadium for security tickets. For the second game, 女士先生们，今天第二场比赛的主要观众，请您重新入场检票。女士先生们，是我今天第二场比赛的观众，请您重新检票入场。Ladies and gentlemen, today's first game is over. Please enter the stadium through security tickets. For second game, 女士先生们，请前往今天第二场比赛的观众重新检票入场，感谢各位。